Hello, dear Taurus. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here for your March general readings, where we'll be looking at all matters. See what comes up for you, dear Taurus. I will be extending these readings, even though I give you an all-rounded picture of what's going on. That just fell out, dear Taurus. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in. But we know that the devil can mean karma, it can mean limitations, restrictions, vices, fears, but also a very strong sexual connection. So we will put that back in the deck and keep shuffling. As I was saying, dear Taurus, and my candle is just finishing. Better get a new candle. I feel here that I give you the whole rounded picture, but if you're interested in extending this reading, if this is your story, you need to connect with me. The link, of course, will be in the description box below, where I take other cards, I take more cards, and I try to give you even more messages. So let's change that candle. First of all, what that says to me, some of you are at some form of an ending. Something has ended for you, or you're in the dark about something. Okay, so where there's darkness, we're going to bring the light. Thank you, Spirit. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the Divine Feminine, Mars for the Divine Masculine, and North Node. North Node of the Moon. Whoever knows their North Node in their own personal chart, you will know where you are fated to be moving towards. All right, thank you, Spirit. Taurus and March of 2021. Mind you, we're having a full moon. Let's just see. There's going to be a new moon, first of all, on the 13th of March in Pisces, dear Taurus, which for you, obviously, this is for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, right? So Taurus, 12th, 11th, 10th, your 11th house. So this new moon, which is a new beginning, is happening in your 11th house of wishes, dreams, friendships, groups and associations. You're also going to have, in the month of March, you will be having a full moon in the sign of Libra on the 28th of March. And of course, Libra is your, it is your 5th house, it is your 6th house of daily routine, your work, your health. Okay, so Libra can mean partnerships as well. Partners through business, partners through love. Let's see with the 9-card spread what's going on for Taurus. So what's going on in the now? Ace of Pentacles. The Magician, we've got 2 aces here. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10 and it breaks down to another ace. Beautiful. So, but still there is the indication of a new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune usually does speak of endings. So remember, a 10 breaks down to an ace, but also it deals with ending some sort of a fated time in your life. And what comes after an ending is a new beginning. In the past, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. In the near future, we have the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Let's take another card on that Seven of Swords straight away. Knight of Rods. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Knight of Swords. So we do have quite the energies here, dear Taurus. Before I go on to those, let's take the Lenormand and see what's going on. It's interesting because we've got three knights here. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Wands. A lot of changing energies. Now the knights are all about action, right? So there's more effort put in. Taurus, you are very practical and very slow moving. Looks like the energies are picking up for you. Let's see what's going on. We have the compass. We've got something is pointing to a love connection here or a partnership. And someone is willing to take a risk on a very important connection, relationship. Usually it's concerning love. With a dice, it means someone is willing to take a gamble, but also some of you could be choosing between two people. Let's take another card. And we've got the Scythe, and the Scythe always speaks of cutting something away before you can reap the rewards. To receive the abundance, you need to sever ties. Okay, so let something go, obviously. What's at the bottom? We have the mice, yeah. So for some of you, this could cost you either financially or emotionally. Maybe for those of you that, because the Scythe can mean it's a 10, remember that it could say that you're willing to take a gamble, that because love is actually here. But for those of you that are ending a commitment or a long-term marriage, because here we've got, as I said, we've got the now, the past, and the future. Here, again, it connects to the past, to the now, and to the future. So it looks like you're ready to take action with that Knight of Rods. This is the traveler, remember. You could also be at a physical distance. Some of you may just want to get away. What I see here with the Four of Wands in the position of the past and the now, whatever is going on with your happiness, it deals with the past and with the future. But for you, because this is in this deck, in the Morgan Greer, I see it as an empty victory for some of you, where some of you may have been in a commitment that you were not happy with. Okay, usually shows the people that are celebrating. So I do take both meanings with this card. So what I see, your focus is on something practical, something long-term, something concerning money as well. Remember, the Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It's a gift from Spirit, a gift from God. It could be an offer for a commitment, could be a new, it could be anything. Could be a pregnancy for others of you. Could be a child, right? Could also be a promotion. But it could also be an offer for something, somewhat of a commitment. But it's interesting because it's right before the Wheel of Fortune. So let's start from the beginning. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, very practical, very slow moving, sometimes not even moving. Very slow, tedious, maybe even more of a, you are a planner, you do like to plan, you do look at your values, you strategize, you want manifestation, you want reality, you are earth. So some of you may have been juggling work with moving towards love, or maybe no action in love and just a bit of a stuck energy, I'm going to say here with that Knight of Pentacles, because I do feel if the Knight of Pentacles is that you're stuck and there's no movement, the Two of Pentacles is obviously a pending decision, or maybe even dealing with two different people. Things being up in the air, that's how I see the Two of Pentacles, but it's not an easy energy. It's like you're juggling two options, trying to make a decision. Nevertheless, I feel as though you were stuck here in the past. Now, maybe these Cupid's love arrows were not hitting the target. Depends on how far back your story goes, because I do see the Knight of Swords as the general energy as uneasiness, difficult conversation, maybe even a fight, and having severed ties, because I do see we've got a practical, very slow moving knight, but we've also got a very truthful knight that wants to take action. So there's opposing energies here. That's probably why you've got the Two of Pentacles here. Things are up in the air. I'm going to say what I feel here. We've got Four Pentacles. Four Pentacles is my Taurus card. Some of you are holding back on your emotions. Maybe you've had money issues as well. That's why some of you could be working extra hard and put love on the back burner. The Eight of Wands, depending on how far back we look, because if you look at it, logically the Eight of Wands wouldn't be that far back. Why do I say that? Because they do connect to the future column. This is a future column and so is that. So therefore, I feel that these wands are not hitting the target. It would have been a card that's in reverse. Now, it could also speak of movement, flight travel, traveling for business. We do have the Knight of Rods here, which is also someone who could travel for business. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is also Jupiter. So where business is concerned, some of you are maybe expanding your business to other countries through social media. Can be. You're being very intelligent, even though there's a lot of competition. There has been a lot of competition, right? And you've had probably financial loss where your stability has been rocked a little bit. We do have the Mice, which is financial loss, and it's a bit of a nuisance, right? So the Magician here in the now position, it does say that looks like the celestial energies. The Magician can speak of someone who can manifest. They've got the power. They've got that ace up their sleeve. But the Magician can also speak to a trickster, someone who is not being very truthful. If you look at the Two of Pentacles connected to the Five of Swords, because Five of Swords to me speaks of, it shows three people. Where business is concerned, yes, there's heavy competition here, and you need to be intelligent, and you need to be quite, I'm going to say not loving, but more so, more fierce where your business prospects are concerned. But where a love connection is concerned, this is you having self-sabotage through not maybe holding back on your truth. Because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune always turns, right? So if you've kept information or not communicated clearly, now you could flip the energies, dear Taurus. If this is not your situation, if the other person has done this to you, you can flip the reading around. What I see here is that if there was information that was not communicated about you and a marriage, maybe unhappiness within a marriage, okay, that is a chance here, because the Magician, he has all the tools. But also remember that the Magician is, it rules, it's Mercury, and it rules Gemini and Virgo, I'm going to say. So Gemini means the twins. It's all about making a decision, not knowing how to communicate, being very undecisive about sharing your truth. So maybe that's what happened in the past. Here in the now, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a potential for something long-lasting. Remember that now, I feel in the now, if we look at it, in this column here, it says that you've got the help of Jupiter. It's a fated time where Jupiter should give you the blessings here. Okay, because as I said, even though the scythe can be cutting, if you're needing to have those legalities, maybe a legal separation, because the Wheel of Fortune can also be justice. I mean, Jupiter is justice. It either brings people together or it severs ties. So it can speak of separation, but it can also speak of expansion, growth, and abundance. So if we take the Four of Wands as happiness, and that you've got the tools and the intelligence to take, to take the lead or to do things right, to play your cards right so that you can manifest what you want, then you've got the ability to do that. But in another case, if you're dealing with something long-term, a commitment, or maybe the prospects of taking a relationship that you've been thinking about from the past, to make it actual and real, to do that, because you can't be in this situation all the time. Remember, Four of Pentacles is holding back on your emotions, not sharing that you've got someone in your heart, not sharing that information. But we've also got Three Pentacles here, which can mean three people. And we've got three people. If you look at this card, we've got two people at the top here celebrating. The third person falls out of the equation. And again, I'm going to say it's the hand of spirit and the hand of God which is turning this wheel of fate, which can be a timing card as well. And remember here that true love has come before. I mean, someone is ready to take a risk. And the risk means severing ties with their past, and they're going to also, it's going to cost them financially, or it's just going to be something eating away at them, just like the mice do. So Five of Swords, self-sabotage. Those of you that have kept the truth, okay, because the Knight of Wands is someone that moves towards what they desire. Maybe you were in that energy. Maybe there was a strong sexual connection here. Or maybe this is saying that now you're ready to take the action and be intelligent and win this battle. Okay? So let's take some more cards and see what's going on. Do stay with me until the end of the reading. I will be taking some angel answers. Please start to think of your questions. I will be taking those, and I also will be taking from the spirit of the animal oracle. Okay? All right, let's take more cards and see, because the Knight of Swords is not an easy energy, and we've got the Two of Swords. Again, a decision. Someone needing to trust their intuition because there's information that could be missing. Some of you could be looking for information, or I'm even going to say, if you're dealing with someone, maybe if you've been communicating through social media, some of you may have been looking for information because you are conflicted about coming forward. Let's see. First of all, I want to have a look at the Knight of Swords. Why do we have the Knight of Swords? And we've got, someone's been hiding. This Ten of Pentacles does speak of marriage to me, but it's also great abundance within a connection, even though there's a marriage in the cards as well. So having connected to another love relationship, okay, whilst being in a commitment or in a marriage. And this is you also keeping the other person at bay, not telling them the truth. Maybe even your truth of what makes you feel abundant. This can also speak of financial loss here, just the way the cards are. Remember that the Ten of Swords. Maybe there has been a Ten of Swords. Ten of Pentacles with an X on it, as you could actually see the card, can say financial loss. But remember also Ten of Pentacles breaks down to the Ace, which is here. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So there was a fight and someone moved on. Or others of you are leaving now something that did not make you happy. Let's look at the potential here with the Ace of Pentacles for something long-term. Why do we have that? Wow. There is love here. Your cup has the potential to run over. Okay, there is the potential for the beginning here, something practical, something emotional. You've got gifts coming through from Spirit at this time. You've done something right, obviously. Let's have a look at that Knight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. So there has been a soulmate connection. And it's been sort of back and forth, just with the Two of Pentacles here. It's been back and forth. You've had a very major decision to make, dear Taurus. Another ace, Taurus. A lot of passion. That ace is what you are carrying now, and you're moving towards that. I feel that you've made a decision. Let's look at those Eight of Wands, which can say that the pace is starting to pick up as the wheel starts to turn. You need to be very smart about it, or maybe not even share your very personal information with a lot of people. We have the Four of Swords, so where love messages are concerned, they haven't been hitting the target, because you've got the Four of Swords. This is inaction, this is ghosting, this is you trying to heal a broken heart or the other person. Let's look at the Magician. Another ace, dear Taurus. Taurus, you have 4 aces in your reading. Wow. Wow, Taurus. Wow. Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune. Let's just see what's going on with that third person falling out of the equation. You've got the Chariot. Some of you are wanting to go on a trip, travel, move towards the person you want to manifest in your life. Some of you are changing homes. You've had your, how can we say, your share of bad luck, I feel, or share of bad karma, which has made you grow spiritually, obviously. You're ready to move on. You are totally ready to move on. The Chariot, new home. You're moving towards a new home, or another place that you want to call home. So you're overcoming any obstacles, any legal pending situations as well. Let's look at this Four of Wands. We've got the Death card. Major change where your family life, your home life is concerned. You've been going through that for a while. And it could be costing you, remember, financially. And remember that the Death card is Scorpio, so that's you and your relationships. Even if this is a business, some of you are looking for financial help here, maybe because of the financial loss that you've suffered recently. You could be looking for new loans, which will give you the ability to continue and fight for this business, for what you're manifesting. But you've got lots of new beginnings on many levels. Why do we have the Five of Swords? Please, Spirit, why do we have the Five of Swords? We've got the Page of Pentacles. Some of you could be a father and you've got a child. Maybe that's where that's what's cutting for you. Page of Pentacles is a student. Some of you could be learning new things to be able to be challenging for others. Stay in the race. Why do we have the Seven of Swords here? We've got the Tower. What an awakening. What an epiphany. What a sudden shift. And this is a major shift that's going on for you. This is your awakening, dear Taurus. This is a major awakening for you. And remember how I say always, this is my Uranus card, which is transiting through your sign, which is putting you in the hot seat. I will not lie. You're in the hot seat, and even though you don't like change, and that's not going to be easy for you, what the Tower is saying is, enjoy the ride, dear Taurus, because whether you like the changes or you don't like the changes, Spirit is here putting you on the right path. And I feel that it's not easy for you because you're still sort of going through this. The potentials are here. What are you going to do about it? I need to tell you. Let's take another card on that Knight of Rods. And we've got the Strength card. Some of you are waiting for magic to come from the sky so that it could help you be on your path, because I feel that there is a sense of you're being held back, okay? Or it's saying that you need to either be tactful, change the way you've been manifesting things. You need to reap up the courage, even if something is changing that's drastic and people will be shocked with your new beginnings. You need to trust that and put yourself first, I feel I need to tell you here, with the Strength card. Now, some of you may also have strong Leo in your chart. We've also got the Sagittarius card, which I feel that's more concerning maybe a distance, a physical distance, right? We've got Earth here, obviously. We've got some air as well. Okay, let's see. We've got the Hierophant. So I feel that a lot of you are going to shock people with what you're coming through, and the major transformation and overhaul that your life is having here. It's so on point with Uranus transiting through Taurus, even fluctuations where your money is concerned. That's what you're dealing with, dear Taurus. As I said, you can join me on the extended if you need more information, as I'll be taking the Mystic Moon Oracles to look closer at love, and also the Fairy Tarot cards. Let's see, please, Spirit, if you could guide me to answer the questions for Taurus. For Taurus in the month of March. What's going on for Taurus, please, Spirit? And what I also see very importantly here is the Seven of Swords being someone maybe being stealthy, not, they're holding back on information. The Strength card is a card of trust. So someone here was not trusting, the other person was trusting, and that's sort of where the imbalance was, I feel. And I feel that now you're sort of putting your trust in Spirit and in your higher self. Let's take your angel answers. We have Romance. For Taurus, please, Spirit. We have Romance. We have Yes. And we have Be Assertive, which ties in very much with the Strength card. You need to be assertive. I'm just going to take a few more cards, just restart my camera. Yeah, so be assertive. Now, of course, you're fixed. Assertive means taking action, doing something about your situation. Assertive can also speak of that fire energy. Remember that fire is all about taking action. Again, cardinal energy. So the cardinal energy, cardinal signs, I should say, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. We do have the Chariot right here, which is assertion, obviously. So moving forward, taking the action here. But also I feel that even with the fixed energies that you hold, now you are Earth and you are a fixed sign, but nevertheless there's very strong feminine energies within Taurus. You are ruled by Venus. So Venus is more the divine feminine. Earth signs are, yes, they are more feminine. Now we've all got the masculine and feminine energies within us. So what this is saying is, do not sit back and wait. It's all about being assertive and taking the action. You do have the potential here, yes. And I feel that the yes comes from the other person. I truly do. I feel that those of you that reap up the courage or have the strength, because I feel that someone maybe has been holding back here with a strength card, or maybe there's a sense of manipulation and control in this. I feel that it's more so that holding yourself back. I think it's more time to be assertive. That's what the cards are saying here. And take action. Now the Hierophant right here, obviously it's Taurus, it's marriage. You've got a choice between two. Remember that the Hierophant is a card of faith as well. It's interesting to see that so far with all my readings, the High Priestess has not come through at all, which means things that have been kept, information that's been kept unknown, it's not here. What is here in March, it's all about knowing the things that were either confusing, whether there was an illusion, information missing. I feel it's more about knowing. Of course, trusting in spirit, keeping your belief, okay, believing in what you're trying to manifest. Taurus, you've got 4 Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. You've got the Magician, which is another ace. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which turns into an ace. What can I say here? Amazing. Let's take a guide from the spirit of the animals. And as I said, I will be extending your reading through a link beneath the video. Let's see, for Taurus, please, Spirit, what is the message here? What does Taurus need to know? Thank you. And we have your message. And we have Loon and Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek your solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. I was just talking about intuition, and I was saying that the High Priestess has not shown up. Well, it does speak here very strongly about the High Priestess. It says, trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. It's the High Priestess that has the knowing for me. Okay, and you've got unique qualities, strong intuition, trust in that. And you also know that you are loved, but I'm going to say, because it feels like the High Priestess is here, and of course, I would not be surprised if she doesn't show up in the extended, but nevertheless, I do feel that this is a strong spiritual bond for a lot of you. Okay, so I'm just going to put that card here, and I want to thank you all so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I'd love to hear your stories. I read all the messages anyway. So also, I'm going to send you blessings, and I want to thank you again for your support and everything that you do. Sending you lots of love and lots of light, dear Taurus. Talk to you soon. For others of you, I will see you on the other side. Ta-da.